Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and I hope you guys are doing well. So in the last video we have discussed about an array, like what is an array, what the problem it is exactly solving, and let's today do some practical because theory is good but it is not make more sense until you do some code, right? So today we are starting with array, like we are solving one of this problem, like we are finding the summation of the array elements. So before that, first I will tell you how to declare an array and how to define, like in order to declare an array of size 10, as mentioned in the last video, we do something like this. It indicates that we have an array of 10 elements, right? And let's say uh, I want to store at the 0th element 10, at the 1th element 20, at the second element 45. As we discussed earlier, we are like it basically creates an array. Okay, we have a 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 because our indexing has started from 0 and these are the indices, right? And in order to access a particular element we use the indices. What I'm doing right now, in order to store the element at 0th index, I'm using 10. So it basically at this particular position it going to assign, and in order to print the element of the array we use for loop as discussed earlier. So let's do printf indices uh, is and value is %d, which is I, and arr of I, right? And let's do like this, and once we execute this bit of code, okay, it's arr. Okay, so I have just made a little mistake. So yeah, this is the way, and the thing is everything is coming in the same line because I'm not using slash n here. And once I do this, so you can see these are the values which is assigned at these particular indices, and you are also seeing some big number because this is the by default behavior in C language. If you do not specify the value of that particular index, it will take some garbage values, right? So this is the way you can create an array, add an element at particular indices, and print the element of the array. And let's say if if you do not want to like add an element like this, so there is another way where let's do it. uh, Create another array 2, where you can define the element like this, and let's create a function, right? uh, Void print array, so that we can every time we can call this function by passing the array and simply print, so that we do not have to write the same code. Like just first knew the size of the array, which is 6. Okay, and let's simply do uh, values are %d arr of I, right? And do a simply slash n, right? Just simply calling this function by passing the array to, let's see what it will return. So let's say this is the values at these the indices at the particular indices. So instead of this I can also print in like I, uh, like %d, it will give you at which index which element is there. So at 0th index we have a 1, at 1 2. So this is the way we can print. This is another way to declare an array. This is a way to declare the size of the array. And one more important thing, we cannot change the size of the array because it's a fixed size, and before compilation we have to tell like how much element we want in our array, right? So this is one of the way, right? So this is this is the thing which we have done, and we have also learned in our previous lecture where we have understand the theoretical part of it. So let's start with solving this particular problem. So one of the important thing is that how to think and how to solve this problem, right? So you know how to create an array, right? You know how to iterate over an array. So now we do not have to do a lot of things, a lot of big things. We just have to do one thing. So let's finding the sum of array element. So what you do, you know how to go over the array elements, right? So I am asking you to find the sum, so you just need one variable where you can store the summation, and in the end you can just simply print it. So create sum is equal to 0, iterate over an array, sum is equal to sum plus the current element, right? So this is the way you can store the summation and simply print sum of arrays. Let's comment this. You can see the sum of the array element is, if we see, like 4 4 8 5 13 13 16 17 19. So the sum of this array is 19, right? So this is the way. Let's make it a little bit cleaner. We are just simply iterating over the array. We know how to iterate, and we have just I have just created a one variable sum where I am storing, like because we are going through every element and we need the sum of all of them, so we need some variable where we can store that particular sum, so that at the end of the day we got our output, right? So what the same thing I'm doing right here is, let's little bit or make it little different. Add one more case. I want you to print the even sum differently and the odd sum differently. What I mean, the element the which are odd, I need their sum different, and the element which are even, I need their sum different. So what you can do, just do little modification. uh, Always try to give your the variable name more meaningful, so that it will easy to understand you as well as the someone who is working with you or like doing, because in the company, in the organization, it is really important to have a good naming convention. Even sum, and then another variable is odd sum, right? So just do one thing, just use a condition. As we know how to find if the current number is even or odd. If it is divisible by 2, that means it's an even number, otherwise it's an odd number. So what the same thing I'm doing here is, if it's divisible by 2, that means it's an even number, so I will do here ARR of 2 of I, which will give me the even sum. In case of odd, simply do sum plus ARR 2 of I, right? So this is the particular format which I am using. Simply print the even sum is percentage slash n even sum. And similarly, instead of writing, I will just simply do copy and paste or where the cursor is going, right? So this is the code. Just by little modification, we are able to solve one another problem with just simple approach. Let's try to run this, and you can see the even sum is the same and the odd sum is 9. So this is one of the way we can use an array. An array is a really interesting topic. In further, you will learn a lot of things about an array. Well, you learn data structure and algorithm, solve a lot of problems. So these are the basic things which I have did here. I have retrieved over an array, find the sum. Even if there is a condition, we are able to solve that particular problem as well. So that's it for this particular video. I hope you like the video, and if you have any question regarding the topic, you can feel free to comment down. And if you need any video on any other particular topic, please comment down. I love to make video on that. And thanks for watching. Bye bye, take care.